heard a pin drop in here. You can hear a pin drop in here. What's up?
Let's get this thing on and get it over.
That's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Let's go. I make a motion we accept
We good?
minutes.
Oh, get that ball rolling, okay?
Okay. I'd like to call the January 16th meeting to order. Those that choose to do so, please join me for invocation and pledge. Would you lead us in the prayer, please?
Father, we come before you in the name of Jesus, and Father, we give you thanksgiving and praise for this evening, and thank you for the ones that's in the building and the ones that are viewing online. And Father, just pray that you just give us wisdom and guidance in all things and show us the right directions to take for the town and help us to make the right decisions. And I just pray that you just keep your hand upon our town and upon our citizens, and just keep us all safe and healthy, and just lead and guide and just direct us in the power of your Holy Spirit. I pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Speak into your minds. Remember, speak into your minds.
Okay, well, welcome everybody. Please let the record reflect that council is in full attendance with the exception of Councilperson McGee, and we are phoning Councilperson Bass at this time. We'll wait a moment to get her on the line.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, first order of business is approval of council meeting minutes from December 18th, 2023. Has everyone had a chance to review, and if so, any proposed changes or amendments? Okay, hearing none, do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion.
A motion from Councilperson Skeens, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Councilperson Long, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next, committee and department reports. We'll begin with finance. I told Roger due to the weather that he didn't have to come this evening. I reviewed the financials, and everything is in order. December is typically a lean month for municipalities, and we're no exception, but I believe bank balance was around 100,000 today in the general fund. We had transferred, I believe, 7,000 plus that finished out the rec building project. Those were transferred from the BTI special project funds, and then we had about 9,000 for the Rush Creek project, which was transferred out of the special projects in the city national funds. But other than that, really no unusual items that I could see for the month of December. Any questions or comments? Okay. Next is a discussion regarding B&O collection. I talked to Mr. McClure about this, and what I'd like to do, I think it would be prudent of us to have what I'm going to call a post-project reconciliation. This would be, this would impact B&O, but it would, I think, be an amendment to our, probably to, I think, our building permit ordinance, whereby we would meet with contractors. Is it too much?
Yeah, reverb.
Okay. Meet with the contractors post-project to reconcile the costs for any particular project. We're, having some issues with catching, or lack of a better term, catching the contractors that participate on a given project. They'll complete the project before we can contact them for business registration and such. So I think it would be a good idea to do that, and I've asked Counselor to take a look and maybe bring something back for our next meeting. We do have audit capacity, but But I'd like to, kind of preempt this with catching anything on the forefront to reduce the workload for Ruth, if possible, and BJ.
Where the money is.
Correct, correct. Yeah, this wouldn't affect those that hire the person. It would affect the contractors doing the work. So, wanted to, any comment on that, or that'll just ensure that, everybody's has a level playing field, and, everybody needs to pay their taxes when they perform work in the town, my opinion.
Yeah.
So, any other discussion on this topic, or?
Nope.
Okay. Hearing none, moving on. Creation of grant application vendor rating committee. This is a necessary element for our grant applications, specifically the CDBG grant that we're looking at for streetscape, and also the grant application for the demolition for the old junior high. The Intergovernmental Council asked that we create a committee of residents and officials that we could get together to rate the applications for the contractors that may be performing the demolition jobs and any other project that's subject to grant funding. So I think this would be great. So I would ask that you think of those individuals that would like to participate on this committee. We need probably 5 to do that.
If anybody that's listening is interested.
Correct, yeah. Anyone list, just contact Ruth and let us know. We'd like to have 5 individuals at least to do this. We will have public meetings, of course, but this is a committee that would look at the vendor applications and rate them for hire.
And this will be citizens, you say,
Citizens and officials, yes.
and officials?
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'd like to get a mix of, like, say, 5 citizens and a couple at least from our ranks here.
Okay.
Okay, next item is purchase of newsletter stands and baskets. Mailing newsletters and such is cost prohibitive, really, if you do it any more frequently than semi-annual or annually. So I'd like to do a newsletter to let everybody, know what's going on, changes such as our recent change in our garbage ordinance and such. And I talked to Francis about this. If we placed baskets throughout town, if you think about them like a newspaper basket, where you could take a free publication, this would be something similar to that, and maybe something for a countertop for some of the businesses to allow us to place at their places of business. And I'd like to do a quarterly newsletter just to update and let everybody know of the changes and what to expect.
I don't know, a little bit of monthly everything, because you could add, constantly remind them about the.
MS4,
With the
MS4.
MS4.
Yeah, monthly would be fine. It doesn't have to be, something extravagant every month. You can have something more voluminous every quarter maybe, but you could do a monthly.
Well, to make them also read it, add some history or
Correct.
something into it.
Oh, yeah. I
Actually,
mean,
grab them.
you could have some entertainment like crossword. I mean, you can have just,
Yeah.
just typical stuff. But
And
these
maybe some
baskets,
actual facts, too.
yeah,
Yeah,
true.
that's what I said.
Yes,
But I just picture something very cost effective. Nothing fancy, but just some wire baskets or something like that. I'll do some research and send that around. But
Yeah, some of them little plastic, like magazine like holder, especially for a counter for a business, would be perfect.
sure, yeah.
And they're fairly cheap, and
Oh yeah.
a newsletter, that's on standard paper, it would stand up just right in it.
Okay.
And that way, because unless there's some kind of means with a door, something outside weather can get them or blow them away, or,
It had to be
yeah, I think
inside.
they really need to be
Have to be
inside
inside.
places.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure these will fit underneath the $400 threshold for
Oh,
bids.
yeah.
So, but I just wanted to see what your thoughts were. If you thought
Yeah,
that was
it's a good idea.
Okay. Well, we'll proceed with that then.
Yeah, you could probably even order something like that, at even,
Amazon.
Temu, Oriental Trading, I mean,
Yeah. Anything.
Yeah.
Okay. we
Amazon.
we shall do that. Excuse me. Next item is a discussion regarding food trucks in town. Councilperson Armentrout.
It was brought to my attention, and I know a couple of people has approached me there where I have a business. And I talked to Ruth, and Ruth really don't know what the protocol is. To me, they should have a business license. If they're gonna sell here in
Yeah.
town, get a business license.
Absolutely.
It's not that expensive. It's once a year you pay for it. But I think we need some rules, regulations in case people do. And everybody knows we've got a few business town, but we don't have a lot of businesses in town. And if we could have something like a food truck Friday or something where people would like to come and set up, something just to add to our town to get people in. You know, if we have a certain Friday of the month that maybe third Friday or fourth Friday of the month, let them come in, set up, charge them a small fee for setting up, let them get their business license, let them pay B&O taxes. I think we benefit all the way around from it.
Line them up down at the front of the rec.
I think the rec building would be an excellent place. They could get back where people would still pull in off the road. You got the parking across the street at the ball field, along through there if you need to. But, I think it's something, especially when weather starts getting warmer, that it's.
Well, and also they need to, depending on where they're gonna set up, I mean, I think they need to tell us where they're gonna set up beforehand.
Well, I think we should
we
allot the
tell them
place.
where
Exactly,
we're-
allot the
Yeah.
place.
No, I was referring to when there's been some in town, like I've seen Chick-fil-A at the Dollar General, maybe something saying, from Dollar General saying they can actually do that.
Well, that's true. We need some rules and regulations on businesses letting them come in. 'Cause-
Well, I just wanna make sure they're not just like setting up on
Yeah.
somebody's property that's not there.
Exactly. I
that
know a
kind of thing.
coffee truck wanted to set up down in front of me, and I said, well, go to City Hall and find out what the rules, regulation is. And that's when Ruth said she didn't, we really don't have anything sitting in stone.
Yeah.
But to me, automatically, it needs to have a business
yeah.
license.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
if they're gonna prosper, why can't we?
Well,
Yeah.
and it protects the town, the residents, they're
Exactly.
viable, legitimate business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the primary purposes.
But I think the more business, even if it is one Saturday or Friday a month, or I thought Food Truck Friday would be good. It was Terry Barley's idea of the Food Truck Friday, and it does. It gets, because everybody knows we don't have a huge selection in town to eat. We
Yeah.
just don't.
And people follow those.
Oh, they do.
They do.
They follow them
There's a
on.
crab roll truck that we follow.
Yeah.
It's called Crab Roll, and they are excellent. But yeah, wherever they're set up, we'll
Oh, they
go.
roll.
Yeah.
So-
So these are for ones
The
that are
food's
wanting
really
to,
good.
to set up and do business, because I know a lot of times Chick-fil-A, when they set up,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually for a fundraiser.
Yeah.
It,
But,
Fundraisers usually for Chick-fil-A.
but it's something I think we should think about. Get our P's and Q's together, get the rules on it, set up a
$11 for
date,
sandwich.
and see what we
Price.
want to charge them to set up. It's just a way that town can make a little bit of money plus offer a service.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scott, are you aware of any municipalities that have ordinances for food truck operations or?
Mhm.
I'm- that makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Charleston might have something.
Okay.
I think it'd be pretty neat during the summer.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Found one that for Clarksburg.
Yeah, well, yeah, you'd think Charleston would have one as many food trucks as they have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we may want to require a business license because I know that's the trigger to set up and send out the B&O.
Right.
So that may.
Yeah.
I think it would be good. Okay. I think that's great idea. So we'll think about that. Try to put something together for next meeting.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah, anything to draw people to town. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay. Any other discussion on that topic or? Okay. Next, public safety, Chief Patrick.
Good
Evening.
evening.
Let's see, since last council meeting, we had a CAD number of 154 911 calls, calls to the office and just general public assistance. Those calls consisted of, let's give you some numbers. We had 3 accidents with injuries over the last month. We had 6 well-being checks. Most of those were weather-related. 20 complaints that generated 16 reports, NIVA reports for us. 19 disturbances. 10 stop and talks. We call that field interrogation. 27 traffic stops and 1 fugitive from justice warrant was served. We did receive 1 application for a police department application. That's still been it's in a background stage. We have at least 7 code enforcement applications that I'm starting backgrounds on. I got 3 or 4 of those done already.
Cool.
Um,
Several that are promising, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. Vehicles are running good with the exception of the Dodge. I'm getting some complaints on a transmission problem, so I'll probably be taking it to Stevens, or not Stevens, but Dutch Miller before long, and I'll probably need some help with that. Okay. That's basically all I have on my 911 call, CAD call. Code enforcement, if you noticed, before I could say anything, Brian got to all the trash and the mattresses. But, I mean, we was both thinking the same, already had the letters wrote up. Those are all gone, and any future dumping of mattresses, we're going to immediately issue either a door knocker, I'll go talk with them, give them a letter, or write them a citation.
Okay.
That'll happen the same day.
Good.
That's really about all I have.
Okay.
Any questions?
I don't have,
What'd you call that, field interrogation?
Yeah, field interrogation.
Can we have more of that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, we done, like I said, there was 10 of those. Yeah, just stop and talk, knock and talk, people's houses, just catching somebody on the street and just saying hi. Now, they don't have to stop and talk to us.
How you doing? Where you going?
no,
And, one other thing is, I've got a little issue with it's a rehabilitation center over in Boone County. I don't know the name of it yet, but, they are dropping their people off at Kroger's. And if anybody hears anything, I'm looking to try to stop this. I'm gonna try to find the name of what is it?
Is it in
Lotus?
Seth or Comfort? That's
I'll
the one I
say
was
just-
thinking of.
Somebody know.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
recently had
Yeah.
Yes. An incident with one of the.
Yeah, we had a suicidal thoughts call. I actually handled it myself, and the guy did have a weapon. He had motivations, means, and a method. So
They just dropped him off.
they brought him over. They tell me he tells me they told him to roll up. They put him in a car. Roll up means pack up, move your stuff. Put him in a car, dropped him at Kroger's, and drove away. This is like the third time that it's happened that I know of.
You
Scott,
might
is there
talk
anything
to
we can
John
do
Paul. He
legally
knows
about that?
more about them, okay?
That's not even
I mean,
responsible.
No, it's a recovery center, a drug rehab center over in Boone County. And they're dropping their residents, their ex-residents or patients or however they're calling them. They're dropping them off at Kroger's with their
and
luggage.
most of them aren't ready to be let loose, seems like.
I-
Right.
But if you call him, talk to him, it just,
Bad press?
I wonder if they even have a license.
Do what,
Well,
Teresa?
that would be a good one to, if they have a license through the state with,
They do, they are licensed.
then,
Oh, okay.
that would probably
I was
be a
about
good
to
place
say-
to start.
Sometimes these recovery places, yeah.
What was the name of it?
Yeah,
Lotus Recovery.
Chuck, if you'll talk to John Paul,
Uh-huh,
if you'll talk to John Paul, he knows them, knows more about them.
okay,
He could probably fill you in on a lot,
all right, fair enough,
okay?
fair enough. That covers us. You want me to say for the next item?
Yeah, if you don't care.
Okay,
I just have one thing, and
Yes, sir.
this is to echo what
sounds like
Rebecca
it's an
has
outpatient.
said. It's gonna be a problem at the intersection once Exxon's online and other businesses. I think we need to get on top of it and talk to DOH about somehow, I mean, I know there's a yield sign, but most everybody ignores that. I don't know what else we could do except have all stop instead of yield. I don't know.
I've got
It's gonna be
the,
a problem.
Department of Safety and Highways, the director. I have his phone number. Would you like for him to come and maybe you could speak with him?
I think it'd be a good idea.
Maybe go up there with him and
Sure,
maybe he's
absolutely.
got some ideas. He's helped me out in the past.
yeah, I do see a problem, and you can help me if I'm wrong about this, but the white barriers they put up, that actually gives them the lane to turn into that lane without the yielding part.
Right.
Am I right on that?
That's right.
Okay, so those may have to come down to, not all of them, maybe some back to the curb. I'm not sure how to handle this.
Yeah.
But,
I'll give you his name and phone number and you give him a call.
okay,
He's English, he's a little broken English, but he's a great guy.
okay.
And he's very knowledgeable, and I think he could help you out.
medical services,
No.
558.
Yeah,
No.
I can just see accidents. I mean, I think Rebecca's correct. They're coming, you know.
Oh, yeah, I've already told everybody to brush up on their accident reporting skills and their drawings, because we know the traffic flow is gonna start coming in
Yeah.
there.
And they would at least have to.
See, I didn't know if they had any proposed changes or not, but I've heard
Technologies as
nothing,
well.
you know, about that. Other than the sidewalk project, which I haven't heard anything about
Yeah.
forever either.
888-798.
I'm already anticipating a large number of traffic,
Oh, no, no.
and I'm trying to take, as much as I can and relay it to the other officers for more diligent extra patrol and of course the accident reports.
Yeah.
And I'm starting, I'm wanting to get, I think most of the vehicles has typical first aid kits in them just for crashes.
Yeah. I just thought it might be a good idea to put them on notice that, you know, something needs to be done. But you're right, yield sign more at the end of the barriers might help, but everybody sort of blows through that
Oh,
as
yeah.
it is anyway.
Yeah, they do.
But I appreciate it, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the next item is a discussion regarding creating a private, non-public gun range.
Well, this was actually the ideal of Gary, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And, we're still looking into the possibility, if we can get it completed, of a private training firearm range for our department and anybody that we would choose to come and use that facility as other law enforcement for firearm training. And we would like to locate that at the end of Summit Drive, all the way out at the back, where the city owns the property. I've done the research. We have enough property to do that, but we're going to need the help from you and some kind of a piece of equipment to move some dirt around. I was wanting to have a drawing done, but I haven't had a chance to do that of what we're picturing it to look like. So if you could follow what I'm telling you, as you're driving out Summit, the very far end, as far as the pavement goes, we're wanting to backstop that with a load of dirt, a high load of squared-in dirt, so it's for projectile stoppage. And we're wanting to do, we have to do certain yardage shooting. We have to do offhand, strong hand, weak hand shooting. We have to barricade And that would just be a good place for us to do that instead of traveling outside the city. We have the room, and as far as the safety issue, I think we'll be good with it. We're shooting toward another mountain, plus into a backstop.
Yeah.
That's something I would like for you guys to take in consideration and give us approval to continue looking into.
Better check on insurance. Because I was wanting to do that several years ago.
Mhm.
It was gonna cost me around $1 million on my insurance.
Was that for public?
Well, not really, no. But,
There were people,
yeah,
a person asked online, where I posted the agenda, if there was a way to do a hybrid where public would have certain hours, and I
No.
figured that would be,
yeah, I don't,
I would
the
think so.
insurance would probably be
but yeah, you-
astronomical on that.
Well,
Yeah, you
and
might
even
wanna
being on
check on
Summit
insurance.
Drive, it's still too close to residences, I
But for-
think,
For,
for public.
yeah,
Yeah. So definitely not public.
Yeah. Yeah, probably, yeah, it'd be way too
be
close
worth
to,
checking into, though, Chuck. I don't know.
because most public ranges are like out
I don't know,
in
with it
God's
being-
no man land
it being,
for a reason.
obviously, experts with,
You still gotta have insurance.
well, I know that, but I mean, with it, would think it might be a little cheaper with it being literally experts with firearms.
Well, it's gonna be deemed a training facility,
Mhm.
so it's a firearm training facility.
Probably get,
That might get a little
grants.
down a little rate.
We'll probably get funding for it too.
Maybe, and I have a lot of ideas that I would like to get it set up, but of course, it's gonna be a group vote with all the other guys, and how we'd like to get that set up.
I looked at the map. I didn't see any residents near.
Well, I didn't see any. We're actually well away from the nursing home. They're over in a bottom. We're surrounded by another ravine and a couple more mountains.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you said Summit Drive, because I know there's like one section, there's no more houses, but, I was thinking like, it's still at the dead end, it's like,
Yeah, and I was wanting to get it put on map and get overlays on Google Earth and show exactly how we're trying to plan on to build this. And we'd like to have it fenced, gated, something to keep the public out.
yeah, that would help it, maybe on insurance
20-foot
rates
high
too.
electric fence.
That's why a general have,
So, it's just gonna go right along with our,
Well, there's
with our new
outdoor ranges,
building.
too.
We'll have a
That's
training
one
facility
thing is one
inside,
thing.
and then we can also have a live firearms training range.
Be great.
That's why I like,
I don't think it would hurt to, proceed with the plans,
No, no,
bring it back.
no, I think it'd
Yeah.
be great.
Okay.
Okay. Do we need a vote for that, Scott? Okay. Do we have a motion then to proceed with plans for a training facility?
I make a motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, Chief.
get with me, between Teresa and I, we've getting information about that place, they accept Medicaid, so,
Yeah, you got some places you
yeah,
can
we got
call.
some teeth.
I'm pretty sure they accept Medicaid.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know,
it's on
I
their
got all
website.
that, the
Yeah.
website.
Yeah, they got a
And she knew
website.
the number,
Yeah, I'll get with you after the
Yeah.
meeting. That's clears me up. Any questions?
I think we're good. Appreciate it, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next is MS4 update.
Evening, council. Evening, mayor.
Evening.
Evening.
The MS4, we're not as far on as what we should be, but with everything else going on, we just hadn't had a chance to do that. But I do have a few things that I want to bring up to you guys, and we brought it up last time, but, the oil and stuff, the oil, paint, human feces that we're getting in trash, you wouldn't believe.
Ew.
Yeah, it's bad. We actually called Chuck today, and yeah, it
and
was.
still in that same place.
Yes. Yeah. It was a bad one. And we finally got a contact that we're going to try to get this squared away as far as that part goes. But this one falls under one of the apartment complexes going to be under waste management.
Hmm.
But still, even at waste management, you can't do that.
No.
I mean, you just can't do it.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I understand, that, some people were, I don't know, incapacitated, I guess is what you want to say without, I hope that wasn't wrong, but, I know some people have problems, but still, you just can't do that. I mean,
It
you
sounds like
you
that's
can't
not what
throw
it
your
is.
feces,
Sounds
in
more
there.
like they're just using it
Yeah, and
instead of
urine
going out
bottles.
water or something.
Yeah, they urinating in bottles, and then they just put the caps on, and throw it in the
Mm.
trash bag, and we crush it, and it just goes everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I called Chuck today, and then he come down, and we're kind of working on that and see what we need to do. But as far as that, I mean, it's the MS4 is just really common sense. It's really not nothing major, but we just got to get something in writing sometimes. That's like AEP and Sheets both, want an MS4, printout. I told myself, we ain't got that yet. We ain't got that far yet. So, but, just thankfully, them contractors know enough about it to where they know what to do and what's right and what's wrong. And I really think that they'll do that. So that's a good thing. But, other than that, and then you was talking about the little, I don't know what you're calling that little,
Newsletter?
yeah, the little newsletter, the little
Yeah.
newspaper stand
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That'd be a perfect place to put
Sure.
MS4 stuff too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, but anyway, that's pretty much all I have on the MS4s. Anybody got anything for me on that?
I figure there's a lot of documentations from REAP too that we could put periodically in those trays and,
Found
Yeah.
stuff that are just flat out MS4, I showed
Yep.
you.
I
And we
mean-
can make our own, not
Yep.
easily make stuff like that.
just have a circulation of variety so people would continually pick up
Yeah.
stuff. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
Educate.
and I think if that MS4 doesn't have to be a 50-page document. I mean,
No.
it's just you
yeah.
know a page would overview it real easy, and then you got the real one over here, but you could just overview it and just leave it in that stand.
Mhm.
If people want to pick it up, if it gets low, put some more in there,
Yeah.
and then that way it's there, and that covers us with the EP also because we're getting the public notices out. So that'd be the easiest way to do it right there. So that serves another purpose. So,
Okay.
anything else?
Anything
for me
else?
on that?
MS4 related? Okay.
And the rest of it'll fall under it as well.
Right.
well,
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
there'll be a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, no, everything that we talk about under you.
Yeah.
I put under MS4.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it all qualifies.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Most of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a street department update, garbage?
Yeah. Well, first thing I want to go across. The last couple days we've actually put approximately 4 tons of salt down in the last day and a half.
Imagine you have.
Yeah, and and a lot of the side streets, I know it doesn't look like it, but the side streets don't have enough traffic to turn that stuff over. But I promise you, like I said, that we put almost 4 tons of salt out on there, so it's there. But it's not going to be like McCorkle because there's so much traffic that just keeps it turning over. You just don't get that, and you run over with the plow a couple times, it just packs down. It's just like a sled track after that.
It's so cold, it doesn't
Yeah.
work too.
And that's another thing. These next few days, and I don't think a lot of people understand. When it gets this cold, after it gets so cold, salt doesn't work.
Right.
I mean,
No.
we're pretty much throwing our money away. We're just dropping it down and it ain't gonna do anything. And that's just something that we're just going to clean back up with the sweeper whenever this, MS4.
Right.
After these big snows, we got to take the sweeper out and clean all this stuff back up. So, I mean, that's just,
You said 4 tons of salt?
That's never
4
been
tons.
done.
yeah.
Oh.
And then actually, I went up to DOH today
We
and
quite
got
a bit of
approved
snow.
either tomorrow evening or Thursday morning. I'm taking one of our 1 tons because we got all 3 of our salt trucks and plows. They're ready. They're running. But we actually got 1 ton left. So we're going to take that 1 ton up and put 4 tons in it because with this next storm coming in, and that way we can just load ourselves right out of the 1 ton.
Right.
And I got that squared away. So we'll have that done. So whenever if the snow hits, we got it. If it don't, we'll put it somewhere.
Okay.
Hold on to it. So.
Yeah.
And, but the best thing about it is, we can go to DOH and get it. We don't have to worry about storing it. MS4. If you store salt, there's your MS4 permit you gotta have. So if we don't store it, we don't have to worry about it.
Right.
So, and let's see, where am I at here? Yeah, all the trucks are running. We actually got one more that needs a sticker that goes out the end of this month, I think, and then we'll be all caught up with them. We still got a couple of oil changes that we need to get, but other than that, we'll get it. And also too, and I've talked to Dave about it, the Ram needs tires on it, because the tires that are on it was actually the ones that we pulled off of one of the trucks that we sold, because they was better than the ones we had, so we switched them out before we sold it. So they was used tires when they went. So, we're gonna have to, get some new tires for the Ram. And also too, I don't know if you guys noticed on the pictures that I sent you guys, we got the lift truck that we purchased. And that thing, we took every one of the lights down in 45 minutes. So yeah. So, just the bracket and that bucket, 2 people, 45 minutes, done. Down, put up. I mean, it's safe. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about breaking down. You don't have to worry about being up in the bucket and, the thing doesn't come down. So, but it's definitely a good purchase for our fleet, and the residents, because there's a lot of things that we can do with that. And also too, we had a little issue with Water Tower Hill, and I think you guys all showed. We put another truck sideways on top of that hill again. That's the 3rd time, and we've just been lucky enough that nobody's got hurt. And
The last time.
yeah, we're gonna have to do something, because we're either going to end up tearing the truck up or somebody's gonna get hurt. So I mean, I just want to run it by you guys, and my suggestion would be, we back up as far as we can, and if we start sliding, we're done. Because if you go over that hill, there ain't nothing there to stop you.
Well, those residents that live up, the family that lives up there, they would be easy to work with.
Yeah. And, they actually, when it happened to us, they actually come out and asked us if we wanted to come in the house and get warm. I mean, they get it, but, it's just not. It's just a bad situation. I mean, I'd love to help them, but it's just too dangerous.
No, it's not.
I mean, somebody's really gonna get hurt or tear up
Yeah.
equipment.
I think you do what you can, what you suggest,
Right.
and leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
And with that being said, we back to one of the other trucks that we purchased a couple months ago, the boom truck. The boom truck actually saved us a tow bill, because I pulled the new boom truck up there, hooked onto it with our crane on it, pulled that truck out.
Yeah, 'cause it took how long before we could get it last
Yep,
time?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the day it went in, we just went and hooked to it, and I pulled it out. So I think y'all got the pictures of us, but, that right there was a $600 tow bill that we didn't have to pay. So, but anyway, other than that, and before it got bad, we did do some paving. We, what we could, before the weather got bad on us, but we actually got probably about another 3 ton of the coal patch up at the plant. So when the weather breaks again, we'll get the potholes that we're popping out here with the plows.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
but other than that, that's all I have. If you guys have anything else for me, Oh, and also too, and I told Dave, we're gonna have some overtime with this weather like this. So
Oh,
just,
yeah.
I'm just letting you guys know. I mean, I'm trying to
gotta
do
be.
I'm trying to do my best with it, and we're trying to keep it as minimal as we can. But there's just so much I can do to keep that down.
Well, we kind of figure it's going to happen some in the winter
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
We've had a couple mild ones, and this one,
Yeah.
maybe a little more severe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, especially with the cold weather, so,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's not going to get super warm, but at least it's going to warm up a little bit the next couple days, and then Friday night's supposed to be 6 again, and got that storm coming, and next week is supposed to be in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
So-
They're calling for
Everybody be sick.
Thursday night end of Friday, another 4 to 8 inches. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like you said, after that Saturday, it's gonna go down to 6, so whatever drops that we don't get off, it's gonna stay.
Yeah.
So.
And,
You know.
and then we're gonna be a balmy 50 next week.
Yeah. But yeah, we had 3 of us out yesterday, and then 3 of us came out this morning at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Well, actually, 2 of them came in at 3. One of them came in at 4. I came in at 6. So I mean, we're definitely out there doing what we can. So
Yeah, I heard the plow this morning because it was like, oh.
yeah, yeah. So, but
Sounds
other
good.
than that, I think that's all I have. If you guys got anything for me.
No, we appreciate, the hard work and, if you need anything, let us know.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'll just stay right here for a minute, I guess.
Okay. Next item is the budget revision for the public safety annex buildings. I think rather than setting or having a budget revision, just an update. We met with our engineer and we have a plan in place for the footers and foundation and sidewalks at the office building that we've put together and developed. We actually we're going to post this as a request for contractors to pour the footers and supply all labor, but we think maybe at best, once we do that, to have a pre-construction meeting, with them, so that everybody's on the same page, and then, ask for their quotes following that. So we're probably looking at, another month, maybe less, and we'll call a special meeting if not, but we really we can't anticipate what the cost would be, because this would include all of the rebar, all of the footing, the new sidewalks, everything that would be associated with that, steps to replace the stone steps that are coming apart.
Sorry, something hit me. When we was talking, Chuck and I were talking, when they start tearing down the old school,
Mhm.
could we use some of those bricks for like stuff over there and
Probably not.
Like,
all the stone, like we were talking about what was the part of the thing you were talking about using the bricks for the rock and the stone from it? Yeah. Are you talking at the wreck where you all be, right? Oh, okay.
oh, okay.
Well, I thought it was gonna be,
Yeah, we can't
confused,
use those bricks.
No,
I thought
I,
it was gonna save some money and.
I figure if they
Sorry,
bring in a
no.
wrecking ball, it's gonna wreck
Yeah,
it.
wrecking
Yeah.
ball, they're gonna be wrecked.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. That's a good.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. But anyway, we put this together and have everyone that's going to bid at the same meeting like we had a couple years ago, I guess. But do that and then take quotes. Try to get the most competitive quotes we can, because this will replace a lot of the preliminary work that our guys have done for the Rush Creek location. So this should expedite that building somewhat, but it'll be a little more expensive, of course. But I'd like to wait. Bottom line, I'd like to wait for that budget revision until we get those quotes. So that's an update too. But we do have an engineered structural diagram of the new office building that we have proposed, and I'll share that with everybody.
Okay.
It really hasn't varied much since our original design, just
Okay.
very minor entrance, a couple entrance changes that Chief recommended for safety precautions, and a couple things like that, but
Okay.
we'll keep you updated on that. Any other questions on the progress?
Nope.
Okay. Next, hiring a full-time, part-time streets garbage employees. I'll let you go ahead. We received some applications and such. And
Yeah.
Personnel committee met, if you want to
Yeah.
fill in.
Well, what we've kind of decided to do, like I said, we got some applications, but I think we kind of decided, if it's okay with council, just to promote from within. I mean, the guys are already here, they don't have to be trained. They know what we need to do, and they've been doing it. So it just makes sense just to promote from within. That's my opinion on that.
And they've been seasonal for this
That's
long.
correct. That's correct.
That,
Yeah, and you know,
that price they deserve it.
Yep.
yeah, and I've had nothing but good reports, and so
That's definitely been two good ones, I'll tell you that.
so now there is a qualification on the part-time position. This individual, he was injured on his own time, and won't be with us for what, a month, you think?
Probably
Or a month or
about a
two?
month and a half. It just
Okay.
depends. He's going back to the doctor. What he did is he fell coming down. No,
Probably can't put that
I
out
can't
there.
say that. That's right.
Yeah.
Good catch. But anyway, he got hurt.
Okay.
So
Okay. Any questions of Brian on?
Good stop.
BJ caught me.
Okay, so we'll start with the request for full-time. What's your recommendation?
Corey Priestley.
Okay, this is Corey.
Yeah, that's Corey.
Okay. Okay,
And
and this would be
just-
at the prevailing rate of $16 an hour with
That's correct.
benefits.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, he's definitely been a good one. You know, willing to learn. You know, he's always there, does what he's told, and you know, you ain't gonna find much better.
Okay.
Will he be just street or will he be half and half?
He's gonna be split.
Correct. In the previous meeting, sanitation voted pending council's decision to hire as a
That's correct.
split employee.
Yeah, because we're actually gonna have him to take his get his sanitation license also.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I say, Corey's here. Does council have any questions of Corey, or?
Does he already have his CDLs or?
Huh?
Does he already have his CDLs?
No, he doesn't. He's gonna get them.
Okay.
Yeah, you all can take care of that.
Yeah, we can take care of that for him.
Yeah.
That's not an issue.
Okay, any other discussion or comments, questions? Hearing none, do I have a motion to hire Mr. Priestley at $16 an hour, full-time?
I make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations. And then the second is the
Get
part-time,
with me tomorrow and I'll get you.
part-time position. Your recommendation is to go ahead and hire and,
Yes.
okay,
Michael Taylor.
or promote.
Yeah, promote. Yeah. Yeah, like he's definitely came a long way. I mean, he's gonna be a good one when he comes back. I guarantee you. You know, he's young like Corey. You know, I think these guys will be around for a while.
So the motion would be to hire Mr. Taylor
Mhm.
when he's eligible to
That's-
return.
that's
Or
correct.
to promote when he's eligible.
That's
to return.
correct.
Part-time?
Yes, it'll be kind of a full-time, part-time position, kind of like Steve.
Okay.
You know, Steve and Eddie was. You know, 4 days a week.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, but that'll be effective on the day of return, correct?
that's correct.
Okay,
That would be $13, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do I have a motion to hire Mr. Taylor part-time at $13 an hour? And this would be, again, effective when he's released to promote when he's eligible to return.
What's his name?
Michael Taylor?
Yeah, I'll
I
make
make
a
a
motion.
motion.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Corey'd like to say something, if that's
sure.
okay with
Yeah, sure.
council.
I don't have a lot to say, just thank y'all for employing me this long, and I appreciate y'all hiring me on full-time. Really
You're
all right.
welcome.
Thank you
Yeah.
for doing such a great job.
Sure, you do great. Thanks. Appreciate that. Okay, next item, I'd considered requesting creation of a new part-time assistant facilities employee to assist Tommy. Tommy does a great job, and
Great job.
we have a lot more for him to do. And but upon reflection, I've talked to Brian. I think we'll be okay without hiring an additional position. So I'm going to withdraw that request if that pleases council. Okay, hearing no objection, we'll move on to the next item, which is a discussion regarding trash ordinance and MS4. Just wanted to recap again, how are we doing with our new formatted trash pickup?
Oh, well, and until the weather hit, we was doing all right. It's just gonna be a transition for the residents and us.
Right.
And, you know, and if something happens, we miss something or somebody misses, I mean, we'll get on the same pages sooner or later. But I think once everybody's there, I think it's gonna help, you know, us and the residents. I really believe that.
Okay.
That's my opinion on it. I mean, like I said, I mean, I know some people get confused, and I get it because I do too. But you know, we'll work it out. You know, if you have any problems or whatever, you know, call Ruth, call me, whatever. You know, we'll get it figured out. If we miss you or you forget one day, just give us a yeah. We'll help you out as much as we can until we get everything squared away.
And we've already got past one, holiday on
Right.
Monday.
Yeah, that's correct. And that's definitely one thing that helped was moving it because we, like I
Right.
said, because Monday and Tuesday, now
Right.
it's just Tuesday and Wednesday. We missed one of the holidays. That was
That's
the whole
right.
point.
So that's something I just want to clarify because I got several messages wanting to know if the trash was going to run Monday since it's holiday. And I tried, you know, it's Tuesday and Wednesdays now.
They
Right.
got their letter.
So, but
Well,
some of
and
these
we
are
did-
older people, so I'm just not sure if they truly fully understood.
Right.
But I do, you know, answer back and tell them this going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. So whatever their trash day
Right.
was, just step it up a day.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
assuming these people are still sitting there on Monday
Yeah.
about
Well,
asking
and-
this.
And another thing too, there was, I think Ruth said there was almost like 16 or 20 letters that actually came back.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean,
It turns out that the address label, the sticker come
Oh.
off.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know, there's, I mean, but it's fine. I mean, we'll work it out. And you know, like I said, I mean, you know, if something happens, you know, we'll do what we got to do.
Yeah,
Right,
I
that
mean,
was
we,
on the
you know, we
inside.
get and I mean, we've posted it on Facebook but
Right.
it takes
I
a while
loaded
for
them.
word to get
Right.
around.
But Bruce said that something came off, whatever came off the front of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They came back.
Okay. Any other discussion regarding the trash ordinance? Okay, moving on. Next, fence quotes. We still working on that?
I have called and, one guy, he said he'd been on vacation and everything through the holidays. But I do have the 4 people there was 4 because 2 of them gave me quotes and 2 of them we discussed.
Okay.
One was Home Depot.
Okay.
And then the one that I had taken a picture of a fence that we liked and I was gonna get a quote. So, but I'm working on 4 quotes so we can compare all 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
So, but 2 of them I've already contacted and I've be put on the schedule and they will call us when they're getting near to come to, give us the quote.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be good. Meet with
Okay.
them like we discussed.
Right.
and-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds
So
good.
all the measurements we got for you was what you needed.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Brian and the crew took measurements again.
That's good.
Yeah.
That would help them because I know before when had it done, they actually came out with their little tape measure that they roll along, did all that. So that would save a lot of time and everything.
Yeah, I actually drew a little diagram. I'm no
Okay.
engineer or artist by a long shot, but
Okay.
everybody should be bidding on the same thing.
Exactly.
And I forgot to ask, of course, the snow now, but we need to get the playground side too, the front and right side, not the back.
Not the backside.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
the front,
Okay,
yeah,
Side.
85th Street side.
Yeah.
we'll get it.
But I forgot to. Okay, and so we'll look forward to that. That'll be great.
Okay.
Okay, next, I think that's it, Brian. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Next, Parks and Rec, Councilperson Armitage.
Of course, we start the dances back up. That's been going over pretty good. And then Bill did open the gym Saturday for open gym. But we had discussed, before, you know, with the schedule, I'd like to see us stick more to that schedule.
Right.
Because the incident happened Saturday. Actually, someone had called and was on schedule to rent it. They didn't come in and pay for it. But if they had of,
Right.
it was already all over Facebook, you know, that we were gonna have the open gym. So there's conflict there. So
Yeah.
we need to follow, once we set rules,
Yeah.
we need to follow them.
And communication and coordination.
Exactly,
I mean,
exactly,
You just have to do that. That's,
exactly right.
okay.
So,
Appreciate that. Next is a nomination and approval of recreation and festivities trustees. Idea here is to have council-approved volunteers that are willing to donate their time to open the gym, observe the activities, make sure everything goes smoothly. Council requires someone to be there, for an open gym. So I think to have some people that are willing to assist would be great. Of course, like I say, they need to be council approved.
Okay.
I have two, does anyone else have any that they'd like to nominate?
I didn't
I
get
mentioned Terry
anybody,
Barley,
any
Okay.
takers.
she said she would do it, so.
Okay, Francis suggests Terry Barley, nominates her as a trustee. I'll second that. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, that'd be great, Terry.
She just can't play basketball, though.
She can if she wants. I
She
mean-
kept telling me, I'm not gonna play basketball. I'll go down to open and watch things, but I can't play basketball, so.
Well, thank her, and that'll be great. And again, it'll be really important to coordinate, and communicate with these trustees to know exactly what is going on. So,
Exactly, so something's not always scheduled.
correct, yeah. Anyone else? Okay, okay, no problem. I have two. I'd like to nominate Chief Jerry McGee. I think he would be a great person, and he said he would be willing to do that and participate on any planning. So I would nominate Chief McGee. I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. And secondly, I'd like to nominate R.J. Davis. He is a very experienced cornhole player, and he would like to have cornhole activities one night a week and open that up for that particular purpose. He thinks we can, if it's popular, we can fit 10 boards in there for tournaments and such, and he would like to organize a tournament in the future too, which I think would be great. But he'd be willing to do that. I can't recall which night he said, maybe Wednesday, I'm not sure. But again, we'll coordinate everything. But,
They play Wednesday up Chesapeake.
maybe he said.
I don't know. I ain't talked to him. You
Yeah,
talked to him.
yeah.
We can get a schedule put out on Facebook, once we get all the
Yeah,
stuff.
But
Just,
he volunteered to bring his boards, and he has two, and we have two, so that's
I think we
four.
get more than that.
Yeah, but we just, what's that now? Oh, okay. But so we've got the cornhole, and if we can get others to maybe coordinate the pickleball, volleyball one night would be great. And of course, we have basketball, the dances first and third Saturday. I mean, the more and more events, and of course, the rentals seem pretty good too. That's really what we all envisioned, using that place. So okay. Okay, so I have a nomination for R.J. Davis. Do I have a second?
I'll make a second.
Motion and a second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. And again, these are non-compensated individuals that are just gonna,
Well, I don't.
are giving of their time.
You know what I mean?
So I really appreciate that.
What about where
We-
we discussed last time about having them, a non, release saying that, without the insurance, that they won't get hurt, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, we can come up with
I just,
Hard to get hurt playing cornhole.
well, no, but where they're
Liability.
liability, that's the word I'm
Okay.
looking for.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We'll put that together.
Yeah, can't be held liable.
Okay. But again, you really can't have too many because, people be out and vacation, sick, or not simply be able to do it. So if anyone can think of others, or anyone that's listening, please call and put your name in the hat, and we'll bring it before council. I think that'd be great. Have as many activities as we can for all ages.
Or we could even have activities up top with,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
games, selling whatever.
So, okay, well, thanks very much. So we have 3 that have been approved thus far. Next is the creation of a citizens participation plan. This, again, is a grant-related requirement that we need to put in place. Likened to the grant application vendor rating committee, this would be citizens that come together to review the plan for any of our grants, such as the demolition of the junior high and such. So please think of anyone and anyone listening that would like to volunteer for this plan committee, let us know. We'll bring that before council. But this will be required for at least 2 of our grant applications. Next is the purchase of additional Christmas lights. Now should be the time, if anyone, I did receive a flyer and I haven't looked at it, but I'll take a look.
Yeah, well, we can get it on the website. You can
True,
you can
true.
see the, as me and Bruce do, the wheels and deals,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
clearance section.
I
Cause-
think we ought to buy at least 4 or 5 new ones every year and get rid of some of those old ones.
Yeah, some of them
'Cause
don't even
they're-
work, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And the reason I hopped up here is just keep in mind whenever you do order them, bigger's not always better because, you know, a lot of them's just been hit, you know, like by, you know, UPS trucks, you know, bread trucks and everything. You know, the snowflakes that we got, 2 years ago, that's the perfect size.
With the blue in the middle, oh, those
Yeah,
are beautiful.
that's the
Those are
perfect
really
size.
nice.
And, you
See
know,
if we can get one of those.
yeah,
the
and
side
like
one.
like the reefs that we that's a good size too.
Okay.
You know, but don't go too big because some places we have to hang them, hanging out in the road, they just get hit.
And the awkward
Yes,
things, yeah.
they just get hit. So
Okay.
that's just my suggestion.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll look into that.
Yeah, we need to buy a few every year
Yeah.
and get rid of. I think we ought to go LED on all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't think any of them I guess you could, I don't remember me and Michael looking at them last year and not being able to
Not-
get LED.
Okay.
Yeah, most newer ones now are all LED.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, let's work on that. I think that'd be great. Our coal severance is, I think it's a great source for that. It's built back up to around 5,000 plus. So, not that we have to spend all that, but you know, just
Bring them back next meeting or?
yeah, or a special if we have
Yeah.
that. But okay, and if it requires a more timely, you know, we can call a special meeting.
Looking them up now.
Okay. Any other discussion on the lights, Christmas lights? Okay, hearing none. Next item is a discussion regarding tables at the recreation building. Councilperson Skeen.
We need to get more tables. A lot of the I don't know how many we had before, but some of them are pretty bad. Some of them, the legs have been fixed on them. Sometimes the legs can't be fixed on them, and we need more tables.
Yeah.
So we need to check into getting, you know, I don't know what the price is. Maybe get 10 at a time or something. You know, I don't know.
Sam's is a good place
Is it
to
Well,
check for them. Sam's
we
is.
need to.
Same size as we have.
Same size, the 6
Yeah,
foot.
we need to get some new ones.
Now, at one point in time, we had a total of 29.
Down there
Then-
now.
No, at one point in time, this been a year or so ago when I had that fall bazaar. But I know 1 or 2, the legs were just really they
Yeah.
were not fixable. So I think we're down probably about 26, 27 total right now.
Okay.
And really, we could use quite more. We got to.
Not supposed to take them out of
I'm gonna
there.
call Chuck and have him come arrest you. Okay? No, but we're getting ready to have another bazaar, so we're gonna need more tables, because we rent those out when we have that.
But we need more tables anyway, cause those are getting old, getting tore up.
Okay. Let's check into that. Okay. Any other recreation discussion? Okay, next is personnel. And the item is adoption of an employee social media policy, Recorder Fontaine.
I don't have a resolution, but I gave everyone a copy. Check one later. It's, the one we did last time, but I kind of fixed it, to serve us better. But, just go ahead and take a look at it, cause I guess I'll have to have a resolution, obviously, approve it. But, and hopefully, let me know if there's things you wanna change, so that hopefully next time we can have a resolution, have it in the handbook.
Okay.
And I changed things, pretty well covers anything online. With regard, I mean,
Okay.
with regard, even just reminding them, if you put it on the internet, it's there forever, whether you think it is or not.
So you're gonna bring us back next
Yeah,
meeting?
yeah, because we'll have to have a resolution.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good enough. Sounds good. Any other discussion on the social media policy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be in the handbook.
Oh, yeah.
If you see anything you want, which I'll give you a copy in a little bit. If you see anything that you think I should add to it, or, anything you think we should add, or anything think we need to add to the handbook, come tell me. We'll work on it.
Okay. Next item is good and welfare of council. Only thing I have really is, we need to post again and we may have already done it, is for our, replacement of the clerk/accountant.
Yeah, I got,
Okay,
we've gotten quite a bit of response.
okay, good.
We'll have to wait and see how they have to go,
Sure.
get back and go through.
Okay,
Can I say something too, Mayor?
well, sure.
Everybody hollering about how much the Star costs to operate all the time. For a total of 18 months, it was $835.18, which is $46.39 a month for all that's listening. I just think that's nothing, when that represents our whole town,
Yeah.
So I think $46 a month is nothing.
And it has LED lights in it too, which is.
Well, and
images.
another thing, I think the town needs to get on that and get it fixed up, if you know what I mean, Brian. But, I just wanted to throw that out there because I know people have been raising Cain about how much it's costing the town, but I just thought I'd throw it out. It's only $46 a month. I just wanted that to be out there.
Okay. Yeah,
That's all I have. Oh, no, I'm not, yeah.
No, and that makes total sense.
That
with the
makes
weather.
total sense. I just, other people have said things about it, so that's why I just wanted to put that out there, how much it costs a month.
Yeah, and there's some that, of course, fuss, and then, of course, there's ones that love it too.
Maybe in the
Yeah.
future, but not now.
What?
The remote. He was asking about a
Oh,
remote.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
the
said,
remote. that would
maybe
be
in the
great.
future, that's
Yeah.
what we're wanting to get in
Yeah,
the future, is a
yeah,
remote
absolutely.
control.
Yeah, that'll make it a
You can do
whole
it from
lot
down here,
easier.
absolutely. No, no.
Just Brian.
Yeah, just Brian.
Yeah.
For Shirley. Shirley Halstead.
that's a good point, Debbie.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, they did request it.
And
for
they
her.
turned it on before, they left for the weekend and,
And now they
so
can't
it would
get
be
back
on.
on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, any other, good and welfare of council?
No.
All right, hearing none, good and welfare of public?
Let me see if anything.
Okay, sure. Well, sure. Please.
Yeah, it needs to be on the microphone, please.
Gotta turn it on. There we go.
Okay. Anyway, I just want to say this not so much to you guys, but to everybody out there.
In La La Land.
Yeah. I just want to address the rumor mill a little bit. I've gotten several phone calls stemming from several people saying things like, my husband worked on the project down there at Rush Creek. Town of Marmet paid him thousands and thousands of dollars up front. He worked a week, walked off. Town of Marmet paid for the cruise we went to for our anniversary, which for the record, we had to pay for that back in May. We went in August. Wasn't even working down there yet. But like I said, the town of Marmet paid him thousands and thousands of dollars up front. He works a week and walks off. Absolutely not true. David, this isn't true.
Right.
Brian, this isn't true.
No.
He worked 200 hours down there before he ever gave the town an invoice. And it was a month after David told him to invoice the town for his time. But he waited because he wanted to get to a certain point of work being done before he asked for money.
For the thousands of dollars.
Right, yeah. But all totaled, I think he logged about 260 hours down there. He has all of his time written down. He's got the time that the employees were down there able to help him. Not the total time they worked, just the time that they were with him down there, okay? Not to suggest nobody, they didn't do a 40-hour week or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. But he's got it by date, what they worked on, who was there, when he was down there with the concrete guys, everything. He's got it all broke down by dates, Happy to provide that to anybody who wants to see it or ask for it. But I just wanted to make the point that my husband did not fleece the town of Marmet. He didn't demand a bunch of money up front and then walk off in a week. That was not true. He's down there for months, spaced out. And honestly, if y'all did pay him thousands of dollars up front, that wouldn't have been very irresponsible. And I don't think Ruth would have cut that check to begin with. So,
No.
and I would hope you guys wouldn't sign it. I'll say that. So anyway, I just wanted to clarify that. Like I said, all told, I broke it down, and with what he invoiced and everything, he got paid about $19 an hour, which for a contractor, a licensed contractor, is
Nothing.
stupid cheap. So, the notion that he didn't do his job, or he didn't work, or that he, fleeced the town for a bunch of money just kind of pisses me off, to be honest. So I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, we have all that documentation. He's got text messages and everything to back up the dates and stuff, because, you all have multiple conversations. So there's plenty of proof. Valid. I have pictures of him down there. So if anyone wants to see that, if anyone has any questions, you know where to find me.
And Lord knows you keep everything for life.
And I want to thank you for coming and saying that, because there has been rumors. People's asked me. I don't know. I'm not in the mix. Now, I have said what I'd heard, but I also clarified, this is only what I've heard. Don't know the difference.
Yeah, well.
So you coming forward and clarifying that on air, that helps a lot. That helps a lot.
Yeah, well, if anyone else has any questions for you,
You want me to just send them your way?
absolutely. But
Sure will.
whatever's being said out there, that's not true. That's not true.
We have a lot of keyboard warriors.
Do what?
We have a lot of keyboard warriors.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't even have the guts to do that. And of course, nobody's asking me. They're telling other people, and other people are telling me.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And certainly nobody's picked up the phone to ask Rich. They're not going to do that.
Be too simple.
They don't want to do that. They really don't. He didn't know I was going to come down here and say, because he doesn't like to address rumors and all that. And I'm not saying that's not the mature thing to do. I'm just saying my husband, he worked through cancer. He had cancer through, and my family knows this.
Yeah.
He had so many tumors in his body that the CT report was 3 pages long, measuring each one of those tumors. That's how long it was. And he went through chemo that was so intensive and so hard that the chemo nurses was concerned the doctor was going to kill him, because it was so tough. During that time that he went through that chemo, bawled, puking, out of ER the night before. mouth sores. I can't tell you the hell that it was. I just can't. I can't even go into it. But he built a room addition on a house all by himself, foundation to roof. One person alone did it by himself. He gutted a kitchen, remodeled it again by himself, and he painted walls, ceiling, trim, and doors of a 4,000 square foot house. All during that 6 months that he was on that chemo. I mean, and my dad, who's worked with him many times, he's not a lazy man by any stretch of the imagination, anybody's definition. So for somebody to say that, to question his work ethic, like I said, it just really pisses me off. So I just wanted to clarify that and get that out there. And I appreciate you all giving me the opportunity to do that. So I'll get off my soapbox. I'm sorry.
No. Well, I appreciate that, and I don't typically respond to anyone, let them make comments, but, Rich is one of the best people you could meet, and we did not part, with any type of animosity or anything like that, so I consider him a good friend, and, I have nothing but good things to say about Rich, so, I mean, sure. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
That's really all you can say. Any other comments from the public, or?
There was nothing that I seen on Facebook.
Okay.
Becca, you have anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, in that case, do you have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
We are adjourned, thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Good night.